The 36 Sermons of Vivec. Sermon 31. Many more years passed in Resdania, and the high priests of the Dwemer were almost ready to make war with the rulers of Veloth. The Horotor had become the husband of Eam during this time, and the first saint of the Triune Way. Vivec had tried to fight his son and daughter, and so took a respite from trying to find them. The Horotor said to his wife, "Where is Vivec, my teacher? I love him still, though he grows cold. His lamentation, if I may call it that, has changed the skin of the whole country. He is hardly to be found anywhere in Veloth of late. The people grow dark because of it, and Eam took mercy on her troubled husband, and told him that the sword of the Triune Way had been fighting minor monsters stirred up by the Dwemer as they worked on their brass siege machines. She took the Horotor inside her and showed him where his master was. Alm Sivi, or at least that aspect that chose to be Vivec, sat in the litany hall of the false-thinking temple after this battle with the flute and pipe ogres of the West Gash. He began writing again in his book of hours. He had to put on his water face first. That way he could separate the bronze of the old temple from the blue of the new, and write with happiness. Secondly, he had to take another feather from the big moon, further rendering it dead. That way he could write about mortals with truth. Third, he recalled the pomegranate banquet, where he was forced to marry Moleg Bal with wet scriptures to cement his likeness as Mephala, and write with black hands. He wrote, "The last time I heard his voice, showing the slightest sign of impatience, I learned to control myself and submit to the will of others. Afterwards, I dared to take on the sacred fire and realized there was no equilibrium with the Et Ada. They were liars, lost roots. The most I can do is to be an interpreter into the rational. Even that fails the needs of the people. I sit on the mercy seat and pass judgment, the waking state and the phase aspect of the innate urge. Only here can I doubt, in this book, written in water, broadened to include evil." Then Vivec threw his ink on this passage to cover it up for the lay reader, and wrote instead, "Find me in the black-hearted paper, unarmored, in final scenery. Truth is like my husband, instructed to smash, filled with procedure and noise, hammering, weighty, heaviness made schematic. Lessons learned only by a mace. Let those that hear me then be buffeted, and let some die in the ash from the striking. Let those that find him murdered by illumination, pummeled like a traitorous house. Because, if an hour is golden, then immortal I am a secret code. I am the partaker of the doom drum, chosen of all those that dwell in the middle world to hear this crown, which reverberates with truth, and I am the mangled Messiah. The ending of the words is Alm Sivi."